Hey guys, Stinky Boy 03 here. I just wanted to kind of take a few moments out of my day and post this video. Um, Unfortunately, this is going to be a video um, that's kind of, well, it's serious. I'm not going to usually, typically I do funny stuff or whatever, but Um, today is kind of more serious than anything. If you're a pet owner, you know that uh, your pet is very near and dear to you, especially if you have a puppy or a cat that's small and you've only had it for a few months or whatever. And that's where I come in today. Yesterday, about 4 o'clock in the morning, I was asleep, obviously. And all of a sudden, I hear in my ear, I hear something that's like coughing. So I immediately wake up and I think, oh, it's my puppy, because I do have a puppy. Those of you who do not know me in real life and are just watching me, I have a puppy. He, real quick here, he's 4 months old. He's a boxer mix. I think he's got some lab in him, but he's all black with a brown coat on the back. It's like a little light. It looks like somebody just sprinkled brown sugar on him. He's really cute. Excuse me. Anywho, so I got up and he threw up a few times, and it was Bentley. That's the name of my puppy. He threw up a few times, so I kind of panicked and walked around with him. I adopted him from a private family. I think his father was a stray, and they didn't really do anything. They didn't vaccinate him or give him his shots or uh, neuter him or anything. So, anyways, I took him. Thank God I've got the next few days off work, but I took him uh, yesterday morning, early afternoon. I took him to a new vet. Sadly, the vet that I was going to take him to passed away back in July, which was very sad. He's a very awesome vet, but he passed away. Um, so, anyways, I took him to this new vet, and I was kind of nervous. He'd never been to a vet before. I took him in, and um, she did a wellness exam where they checked the heart and everything like that, and then went into um, other things like parvo test and whatever. And that's the main thing that I'm doing this video about. Um, Anyways, he was. I'm sorry, I'm really spacey today. He was tested. They did a rapid test, and if you ever have an HIV or AIDS test done, they can do a rapid test where it comes back in like 5 minutes. Well, they've developed the same thing for dogs, where you can get this test because if you know anything about parvo, it's a deadly disease, and it's like HIV for dogs, puppies particularly, because adult dogs cannot get it unless they come in direct contact with, and they've not been vaccinated and come in direct contact with the poop of a puppy that is positive. So it's like a dog having AIDS, basically. Very, very sad. However, it's a lot more progressive in dogs than it is in a human being, where a human being can have, HIV, AIDS for 15, 20 years and be able to handle it, whereas puppies can't handle it, and it's very aggressive, and it attacks. Uh, they start attacking the immune system, and then it goes from the immune system to the muscles, and and then from the muscles to the heart, which can cause congestive heart failure. So it basically tears them from the inside out, kills them, is what it's doing. I mean, as blunt as that is, it's true. So, anyways, he was tested positive, and my heart just sank. I've only had him a few months, and I can take majority of the responsibility because I did not get him vaccinated when I needed to. And so, just to give you a hint of what it's like to take care of a living being with this type of disease, um, it's a lot. But just to give you an idea, I had to bleach everything. I had to wash everything. I've got to keep him isolated and in a blanket at all times because he can spread it to any other animal, puppy or whatever that hasn't been vaccinated. He can only be outside for a few minutes at a time to go to the bathroom or whatever he needs to do. Um, I have to give him these, which are, if you can see, amoxicillin, which is like penicillin, but anyways, it's kind of more aggressive. It's a lot of what he's taking is like 200 milligrams or something, which is for a puppy insane. Then I don't have it with me, but it's I think it's in the kitchen. But there's a bag of basically it's saline solution, but it's got a lot of different additives and vitamins and just different things like that. And it's got an IV like you see in the hospital or like on TV. And I have to stick him in the back of the neck twice. And I'm not lying when I tell you. Um, Let me see. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Hello. Okay. Let me just tell you what this needle looks like. It's a beast. And I want to break down every time I do it. If I can get this open. Sorry, I should have been more prepared. Here we go. That's what it looks like. It's like huge, if you can tell on the screen. Um, Anyways, I have to give that to him for, let me, okay, sorry. I have to give him that uh, twice a day, and it's 200 milliliters each time. So I have to squeeze the bag and make it drip and go into him long enough, and he has to stay calm. Like I have to keep him calm long enough to where he gets his liquids because he's not. He like they don't drink, they don't eat, they sleep, they don't. I mean, this disease is horrible. It's such a bad disease, um, and it's heartbreaking. And I have every time I touch him, I have to take my clothes off and I have to wash my hands every time. There's not a time that I cannot do that. I have to give him, I have to stick that in him. I have to give him those pills twice a day by mouth. Um, until either he's better or something else happens. On another note, I had the option. I had three options. I could have put him in the hospital, which would have cost me over $600. It can run up higher depending on what else they do and how long he stays. Um, I could have put him down because there's no cure for this disease. There's no cure. Or take him home and care for him. So I decided to take him home and care for him. Now, mind you, doing it myself saved money, but see, with that, I mean, it doesn't matter. The money is like not an issue. When it comes to a pet and you love and care for a pet, money's not an issue. However, I wanted to do this video so that those of you who may have a dog or a puppy that has not been vaccinated, that's what you'd have to go through if you decided to put it off. Oh, it's another couple weeks. Oh, another week will go by. Oh, I'll get paid again in 2 weeks, so I'll do it then. And it's not worth it because of the time and the money and the sensitivity and the stress of wondering whether or not your dog is going to wake up the next day. I mean, it's really overwhelming. So I'm doing this video to basically put an awareness out as much as I possibly can because I'm not, going to force you to watch this. However, I would recommend that if you have a puppy, get him or her vaccinated as soon as possible. Do not put it off. It does not cost a lot of money to get him vaccinated. I still don't know what's going to happen with my puppy. We're just taking it day by day, and I'm doing everything that I can to make him comfortable and not in pain. Um, and he's a part of my family. I've only had him a few months, but I really feel like he's a part of my family. I'm also a huge advocate of the ASPCA and some other organizations that help with abuse and neglect and all that stuff. I uh, I donate money every month to the ASPCA of New York and Chicago and like all the East Coast. I'm not sure if they're for the West Coast, but um, it's like $19 a month, and it's a really good organization. I've read up a lot about it. Anyways, this is kind of dragging on, but as a concerned dog parent, this is like a plea to those of you who've recently adopted a puppy or want to have a puppy, whatever that may be. Please get your dog vaccinated. It's very, very important to get them vaccinated as soon as you can. So, with that being said, thank you for watching. And if you have any questions about the disease, I've read up a lot about it, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions. And I will be checking this frequently if there is someone out there that wants to know a little bit more about it or whatnot. More than happy to answer your questions. Um, so with that being said, I will upload this and I will talk to you guys later.